We are getting ready for Valentine's Day. We are less than a week away. Pardon me. Diane Gottsman is here from the Protocol School of Texas. It's great to have you back on the show. You always come with such great usable advice.
I hope so, and I'm so glad to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. You've got some props today, too.
I do.
Valentine's Day, you know, some people are kind of bah humbug about Valentine's Day. What do you tell people that are just kind of down in the dumps about the love day?
Well, you know, some people think it's just another reason, especially, you know, men. They think it's another reason to bleed their wallets. So, you know, it's not all about the money.
Okay, good.
It's about the sentiment, because Valentine's Day is a really important day, along with the other 364 days, to show somebody that you care about them.
Okay, that is really good. Now, let me ask you this, too. This is my personal question. Is Valentine's Day also for men, or is it really for men kind of doting on their women?
Absolutely, it's for men, and that's a great segue, Carrie, because, you know, I am not crafty, and I would be lying if I said I did this box, but this is a great way to show your man.
That's very honest.
It's a shirt, and it's made out of paper, you know, wrapping paper. But in this box, and you know, this happens to be my husband's bow tie, but in this box, you can put anything you would like for your man. It could be, you know, a pair of underwear if he needs underwear. It could be a great shirt. It could be cookies. But just that special wrapping with something inexpensive inside says, I love you, or I'm thinking about you. Absolutely.
I like that. Oh, that's great.
But typically speaking, you know, women are expecting something from their guy.
Sure.
So we're going to talk about that too.
Okay. Well, let's just dive into it.
Okay.
What are some really neat ideas and that are unique? I mean, what do you think? The cliche of roses and candy, is that out?
I think it's still in, except you have to be a little bit creative. If you're going to give, let's say, chocolate, you know, that's a big ticket item, you know, not necessarily expensive, but I found this at the Ticket Kitchen, and what it is, and it's so cute, and you have to think ahead, because that's my first tip, is you have to plan in advance. By this time, you should already have your gift. But this is a chocolate square, and you put this chocolate square into a cup of hot water, just hot water, and look what it says. I'm going to show you what the spoon says at the end. It says, I don't know if the camera can see it, but it says, I love you.
Oh,
okay, so this is a keepsake. This is a keepsake, and every time you use that spoon, you're going to think about who gave you that spoon.
Oh, that's sweet.
And for the occasion, and that's from the Ticket Kitchen. So that's a great idea, and that'll be up on my website, you know, if they want to know where to get it.
Yeah, we'll put that on
Absolutely. And then another tip, if you give a frame, make sure that you just don't give a frame. Make sure that you put something in the frame. The protocol of a frame is
you have to put the
picture in the frame.
All right, absolutely. Oh, that's a sweet and oftentimes an inexpensive way to say I love you.
That's right.
And that's not just for your significant other, it's for moms, dads, daughters, sons, best friends.
If somebody gives you flowers, why not take a couple of those flowers and take it over to your neighbor, your elderly neighbor?
Oh,
or think about, if you have a child, if you have a little girl or a little boy who says boys can't get flowers, give them one of your flowers. You know, think outside the box.
I like that. Is there anything that we should not do coming up this Valentine's Day? I mean, we're less than a week out, and you said you should already have your plans.
You should have your plans.
Okay.
You should have already made your reservation. You know, so don't expect. You know, you ask what you should not do. Don't expect to show up to a restaurant on Valentine's Day evening and plan to get in unless you have called in advance. Find out what the dress code is, because you don't want to show up in jeans if it's a coat and tie kind of restaurant.
And you know, I've done this before too. I've showed up in a cocktail dress, thinking that it was, you know, kind of a special evening, and everyone else was in jeans and boots. So
better to be overdressed than underdressed, though.
I look kind of silly. Okay, that's right. That's the protocol right there.
That's
better to be overdressed than underdressed.
That's right. And you know, plan something in advance. If you know you're taking your Valentine out, plan a toast. You can't just off the cuff say a toast. Most of us are not that eloquent, so you're going to have to think about what you're going to say. And it should be about 6 seconds. You know, think of something that's heartfelt, meaningful, and you know, look into his or her eyes. Don't be looking around, looking at your clock. These are all body language signals that you're nervous or want to go.
Well, I will make a toast to your fabulous protocol advice. Diane Gottsman, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.